Let's make a card that blends sparkle, texture, and soft florals. It's a versatile congratulations card that works for weddings, graduations, or any milestone. You can even change the sentiment and use it for Mother's Day or swap the flower dye with the ones you already have in your stash. Gather your supplies and let's get started. I will use the Bright Blooms layering die set and cut the flowers out of blush cardstock and the flower centers out of white cardstock. You can use any flower dye you already have in your stash. I'm replicating the green and craft card layout you see on the screen, but in softer feminine colors, so the layout will be similar. I have a panel of classic Crest solar white cardstock. This should be slightly larger than the width of your card because once you dry emboss, the cardstock will shrink slightly. We can trim the excess cardstock afterward. I will use a wet paintbrush, making sure there is plenty of water, and trace a waterline across the width of the white cardstock. This will be the area where you need to tear the panel, and always remember to tear it towards yourself. The water helps control the tear. Do this on both the top and the bottom. If you don't like the torn edges, you can skip this step. Next, I will use the Wanderlust 3D embossing folder and emboss this piece. You can lightly mist the panel with water to avoid cracks before embossing. To add a vintage look and softness to the embossed panel, I will add soft inking using Sand Dunes Fresh Dye ink with a mini blending brush. Next, I will ink the flower centers using the same Sand Dunes Fresh Dye inks, but will keep the ring of the flower center plain white. Next, I cut a strip of Smoky Quartz cardstock and will repeat the torn edge technique with it, since this glitter cardstock is thicker and more sturdy than classic Crest. I'll apply water to both the front and the back, making tearing easier. Next, to break the solid look of craft cardstock and add a bit of balance, I will add white splatters using the titanium white gouache. I will use the ultra sticky tape to adhere the glitter cardstock strip behind the dry embossed panel. I'm using the 1-inch ultra sticky tape and it is so helpful, you guys. I use it to adhere my card panels to the bases, and believe me, the cards don't warp anymore. Next, I will use the 1-inch instant dimension foam tape to adhere the entire piece to the craft panel. At this point, you can trim the excess cardstock if it bothers you. I will now add ink to the center of the flowers. This doesn't have to be perfect. It will be very subtle once it dries and won't even show much. I'm using Morph Fresh Dye ink, and with a mini blending brush, I will quickly apply this to the center of the flowers, pulling it slightly outward to reach the middle of the petals. This is such a quick process, and it is a very quick card to make. Once all the flowers are ready, I will adhere the layers, which are very easy to put together, then add a bit of antique gold thread and adhere the flowers with instant dimension foam tape, and also some stellar sequins in champagne. And that's my finished card. I hope that inspires you to try mixing torn textures, sparkle, and soft florals in your projects. Don't forget to tag me if you recreate this design. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Wait, we have more where that came from. If you're after fabulous card making tutorials, you are definitely in the right spot. Our amazing design team create and upload fabulous video tutorials right to this YouTube channel. If you don't want to miss another amazing crafting tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and click that fun red button that you can see. Let's become paper crafting experts together.